Hi guys, I'm Ari and welcome to Skin by Ariana. Today we're going to be talking about parabens in our skincare, what they are, what they do, if they're good or bad, and why or why not. We're also filming in my kitchen today because that's where I could get the best lighting in the morning when I'm filming, so bear with me that we are in a weird kind of setting. Hopefully the lighting is good enough that you can see me, because this is the only place in my house at the moment that the lighting is good enough that you can really see me. So we're just gonna hang out in my kitchen and talk about parabens today. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, stay tuned. Okay, so first of all, what are parabens? Parabens are a type of preservative that are often found in some foods also, as well as moisturizers, shaving products, stuff like that. So basically they're preservatives. That's what parabens are. And there are two types of parabens: long chain parabens and short chain parabens. And they each do something slightly different. So short chain parabens are antibacterial. So they keep bacteria from growing in your moisturizers and your other products. They keep bacteria away, which is really good because you don't want a staph infection on your face. Or some sort of bacterial infection. You don't want that happening on your skin. So parabens are good in that way. And then long chain parabens, what they do is they are anti-mold and yeast. So they keep yeasts and molds from growing in your moisturizers, your shaving products, all that good stuff. There are a bunch of different parabens, but the common ones are, methyl paraben, butyl paraben, propylparaben, isopropylparaben. So there are a lot of them. Ethyl paraben too, if I didn't mention that one already. So that's kind of what they do. And they're also, kind of an interesting thing that not a lot of people know is they're actually a naturally occurring substance, and they occur in a lot of fruits, such as like blueberries, strawberries, I think olives as well. So they're actually a naturally occurring substance. So we've got long chain and short chain parabens. They're keeping bacteria and mold from growing in your products. So that's what parabens are. So, do parabens cause breast cancer? The short answer is maybe, but the long answer is probably not, because there's no conclusive data at the moment that shows that they do cause breast cancer. Parabens have been found in trace amounts inside of breast cancer tumors, but there's no evidence to show that they were the thing that caused the tumor. So we're about to get into how parabens work with your hormones, but basically it's very unlikely that parabens would cause breast cancer, because they're so weak and they've been found in such trace amounts that it was more likely that the breast cancer was actually caused by your natural estrogens. Okay, so do parabens disrupt your hormones? Not really. Again, there's not a ton of data to back up these claims that they're not safe. I mean, there's really no conclusive data to show that parabens are not safe. There is data to show that they probably are, but it's sort of a gray area, basically. So studies have shown that parabens have very, very weak estrogenic effects. And estrogenic just means that they act as an estrogen in the body. So they're so weak, though, that they're unlikely to really do much that would harm the body, and they can't really act as strongly as an estrogen that your body would naturally form. So anything that's going on weird with your hormones is actually more likely to be caused by your natural hormones or hormones that you take orally. So that's kind of the deal with hormones and parabens. They can act as very, very weak hormones, but they don't really do a whole much, and they're metabolized so quickly when they get into the body that they don't really build up enough to do much anyway. So that's kind of that's kind of the deal there. Alright guys, so basically in conclusion, it's up to you if you want to use paraben-free products or not. There's no data right now that shows that they're not safe for you, but if you feel concerned about them, you can always use paraben-free products. There are plenty of them on the market. Another thing to keep in mind, if you have eczema, parabens are actually a lot better and gentler for people who have eczema or skin conditions like that, very sensitive skin, because they're a lot more gentle than the alternatives. So the alternative preservatives that could be used instead of parabens are actually a lot harsher on the skin for people with very sensitive skin and conditions like eczema. So that's something I would keep in mind as well. And again, it's up to you. If parabens kind of skeeve you out a little bit, just don't use them. Use a different product. Use a product that are paraben free, and use other preservatives. But personally, I use paraben products. I don't worry about them very much because there's not really any data to show that I should be worrying about them. So that's kind of my take on parabens and the science behind why they're used in your products. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below and I will be sure to answer them. Thanks so much. Bye.